Listen, I'm done playing music. Get started is what? You know when I get started is what? I'm just being crazy now. Baby, I dream too much. I'll play next song. This next song, nice, you know. I know to feel your touch, to whisper in your ears, words that I understand, words only.
Y'all don't think something going wrong. I just show y'all what these presidential candidates have resorted to know. Right?
Should have made my move when you look in my eyes. 'Cause by now I know that you feel the way that I do. And I whisper these words as you lie here by my side. I love you. You say you love me too. Happy holidays to you, girl. I know you love your Christmas. I know you love your Christmas. I know that. The sort of person who falls in quickly out of love. Until I give my affection right from the start. If I have a lover,
I don't know about y'all, but it seems like somebody having some relationship problems. You understand? We can get it.
why do you call me when you know I can answer the phone? Make me lie when I don't want to. Make someone else some kind of on the way fool. You make me sad when you're not sure. Are you so strong, or is the weakness in me? Why do you come here?
We think it's in you. We think it's in you.
You and I need to hold you tight. Oh man. Man, look, listen, I'm done. When I first saw you, I selected a player.
Oh, give a blow, boy, let me know. Oh.
I felt love. And after all this time, you're still the one I love. Oh, yeah. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. I might have took it the wrong way. We knew we would get there someday. They said, I bet we'll never make it. But just look at what's going on. Oh, we still together. Still going strong. Oh, you're still the one I want to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want. The second part of the song, I'm just because there's so much I want to play.
Pick up DJ Brew.
Still the one I kiss. Good night. Ain't nothing better. Shelly said play on. Shelly, you yourself. The odds together.
Is Sherrod Chikali Shelly? You can't be Sherrod Chikali Shelly.
We won't be missing. All right. Listen to this. Says, they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. Thanks, Joel. Still going strong. Oh, still the one. To the one that I belong to. Still the one I want. Oh, love. Still the one. Still the one that I. It's your long I play this one. It's saying don't cut it.
I see how long.
It's there's too much. There's too much going on here. Too much. I gotta cut this live. Because I would sit here and just play music till the next hour, and
she ain't gonna tell you about how people pulling her up about the cleanup that City Hall was supposed to be doing. That she run out there like a big girl to play that. They're helping City Hall to do their damn job. She can tell you about this. She playing music for you.
And things like that. This song said, I'll be right there waiting for you. I want to stop playing music, but still going to touch the next song. I don't know why I touched that song. I don't know why. I'm talking off the live, and
listen, Eagles got a new DJ. Eagles are up. She got a new DJ. Select the brooms in the building.
I think there's a closer play, right?
Sing it, brooms. Sing it.
Oceans apart, day after day. And that's no.
The votes were oceans apart for Simone Brooms. Oceans apart from the presidency.
On the line, but it doesn't stop the pain. If I see you next to never, how can we say forever? Wherever you go, whatever you do, I will.
Simona will not be here to help you. No matter if you vote or if you don't do. Simona will not be in parliament to represent you.
I take for granted all the time.
Lighters in the sky. Lighters. Hey, listen. Let me get on with it. I done with Simona. I clicked on her, hoping that she had something of importance or relevance to say. No, all I'm saying to you guys is this is a former presidential candidate at the last general and regional elections. And after suffering a humiliating and defeating, I know other ink to put on it, she has now become a selector. Eagles on Rob Street. And they got its place on Mandela. Oh man. Where's the name of this spot, by? On Mandela. This is by the Citizens Bank area, just up the road on a corner there. It's a spot that the people just go and drink and karaoke and thing, man. I forget the name, but it's a popular place. Not Tennessee. Anyway, another day. Morning to all you guys. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Um, it's one of those mornings. The opening up the phone lines today. I'd really like to hear from you guys. I have been taking calls in and out, you know, during some programs. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What's bothering you? What's grinding your gears? Whether it be here at home or abroad, I want to hear from you. And also, I wanted to, geez, this thing gone. I wanted to touch on. I wanted to touch on something in Region 6. Team Mohammed losing sleep about. Hold on, let me find it. Now, yesterday, I would have shared on my Facebook a video of the doctor who actually wrote the prescription. We did see a few days ago T. Muhammad's page again, posting a photo of a prescription and claiming that the hospital didn't have any. The hospital then posted the very medication that they claimed that the hospital didn't have, posted it to their Facebook page saying, here, it's here in abundance. And then the doctor who wrote the prescription did a live. I'll probably share that here with you now, since we're here, right? I don't know how many persons were able to see it, but the doctor cleared the air in relation to that misinformation being spread by T. Mohammed's. And I am at a point where I'm wondering, when are people going to actually call out these people for the blatant lies that they often put out? They are debunked, and then there's no sort of repercussion for them. You understand? No sort of repercussion for them. So I'll play the video from the doctor himself, right? And let's hear his side of the story. His side of the story. Now, again, there was a post on social media by Team Mohammed's. They had this here. 4-month old baby couldn't get the most common drugs for fever and seizure complications at GPHC, right? Now, I don't know if having a seizure is something common. Are the drugs common? I don't know what they're trying to say there, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, let's hear from the doctor.
Let me take a five. I don't think it's really up to 5 minutes. Maybe a 1 or 2 minutes to clarify something that is trending. It's not. I don't. I, it's not trending. It's just some misunderstanding on Facebook regarding prescription. Somebody wrote a prescription of 15 mil for a 4-month-old and Phenobarb, and the hospital, according to allegedly, turned the patient away. That is not true. I am the doctor who wrote that prescription. Now, this is a true story. So please, you all be guided.
Mind you,
On the same day,
just let me highlight something here, right? Just let me highlight something here. Creative Face always talks about your Muslim brother and your Muslim brother and your Muslim brother, and Air Fraud is about the Muslim. He's not a good Muslim. So now that you know that you have lied on your brother, your Muslim brother, the doctor here, you're not going to hear anything from Azruddin Muhammad, you know. None of the reporters that are sympathetic to him will ask him, Mr. Muhammad, your Facebook page, Team Muhammad's, with over almost 500,000 followers, posted information about a prescription which has been debunked by the hospital and the prescribing doctor. What do you say about this? And how do you feel about misinformation being spread to the public? Do you think it's an issue? Do you think it's something that needs to be dealt with? Do you think political parties should take a stand and not share misinformation or disinformation or disseminate that to the public? They will not ask him that. And the few who will ask him that, he hides behind, you're not accredited by the Guyana Press Association. So the Guyana Press Association decides who are journalists and who are not. So persons' time that they would have invested in studying, learning a skill, that doesn't count. And what grounds the Guyana Press Association has for refusing to give membership to persons who have been practicing in the sector for over 10 years. I'm not speaking specifically about me, but other persons who have been media operatives, not in the traditional sense of you're sitting at a newspaper or a newsroom for TV, but you are producing content online, you're doing productions, you're streaming live events, you're writing articles. But because certain people don't win awards from non-entities in Linden that give award to media operatives that only cover a certain line. You understand? But back to the good doctor.
Parents brought a 4-month-old baby to the hospital. This is a baby that is a known epileptic patient. That is someone who from time to time will get seizures. And the patient is a known patient to the pediatric medicine department. So, according to the mom, this patient is on a medication that fights against seizures, and that medication is phenobarbital. The patient uses 5.7 ml of phenobarbital. The mom also said that the medication was finished 2 weeks prior to when they came to the hospital. So the patient had 3 episodes of seizures, and that's the reason why they brought the child to the hospital. Now, when I saw the child, after doing everything, discussed with my supervisor as we would normally do. So the child was okay, well appearing and everything. There was no seizures at the time I saw the child. Took our blood samples and did everything that we had to do in good time and called pediatric medicine to see the child. Pediatric medicine came, medical doctors came, and they saw the child, did everything they had to do, and discharged the child. And like many of you would know, at the accident and emergency, patients are discharged with a chart. If you have to go to the pharmacy to pick up medication, it is usually written at the back page of that chart. So similar thing was done. The pediatric doctor discharged this child with phenobarbital. Parent went to the pharmacy to collect the medication. At this point, I was seeing another patient. 10 minutes later, they came back to me and said to me, Doc, they were explaining something to me, giving me some stories and stuff like that. I said, yo, wait, hold on. Give me 5 minutes. Let me complete seeing this patient. I'm going to the pharmacy to sort out whatever issue you're having. The medication is at the pharmacy. So the father then said to me, Doc, I ain't able to wait anymore. Just write it on a prescription paper so that I could buy it from a private hospital or a private pharmacy. And I said, well, if that is your choice, if that is what you want to do, if that is your autonomy, that is fine. So I wrote it on a prescription paper. I wrote phenobarbital, 5.7 mil of phenobarbital. Just exactly the same thing that the pediatric doctor would have written on the chart. I just reproduced that and gave it to the parents. Now the mother came to me and pleaded to me and said, "Doc, I'm getting a cough. Could you please write chloroform for me on the same?" Well, she didn't say on the same, but I just, as we would normally do, I just wrote it out of my kindness and good-heartedness. I just wrote it on that same prescription paper. 15 mil of chloroform for the woman, not for the child, not for the child. It's for the mother of the child, just trying to be kind and good. Now they left. And here this whole thing becoming a big story is a big story. And some politicians hijacked this and trying to make a big story so that this doctor will lose his license. No, man. No, man. And then trying to paint the hospital black, that the hospital is sending patients. Hey, I have been working in this hospital for God knows how long. And not for a single day this hospital has turned anybody away because of medication. Foreigners come to this hospital. The hospital don't even ask you where you're from. They give you medication. I had some of my relatives who came to this hospital because they were having some. They didn't even ask where you from. They were giving medication, let alone Guyanese. You almost be joking, guys, man. Hey, whoever put that on Facebook should please stop misleading Guyanese and remove it with immediate effect. Thank you.
Right? So that was the doctor. That was the doctor. And you see how, and here, for me, in journalism, you listen to people's story. You listen to it and you put two and two together and you see if it makes sense. Like this making sense with this doctor saying to me, this seemed like a scenario that would literally play out day to day at the hospital. People there all day, right? And you just fed up a wait. You're like, you know what? You see all these people in the line here at the pharmacy. It's like, you know what? I ain't gonna buy anything at the pharmacy. Me never wait here. That song plausible. Huh? Now look at that. Imagine the parents decide that they are going to purchase the thing themselves. Right? I don't know if they're Win supporters or what, but hold on, hold a second. Jesus. Right. So imagine this doctor saw the child give this information, saw the child, the doctor went to the pediatric doctor, prescribed the medication. You understand? Prescribed the medication. And because they didn't want to wait, they asked for a written prescription. Now, after getting what they asked for, the same prescription magically get taken out and sent to Creative Face. Sent to Creative Face for him to misrepresent people. Right? Sent to Creative Face for him to misrepresent the situation, I should say. Now, the doctor, after doing that, you think, right? You think the doctor gonna think twice before going the extra mile or going out of the way to write a prescription for somebody. Now a sickness that the child didn't even had get added to it. Oh, the child got fever, take the cat, get sick. Nobody is calling out Muhammad to this. All you're hearing, I'm a victim, they're attacking me. But nobody has called out Muhammad on the numerous lies that he has been posting on his social media profiles and has been sharing with the media operatives that he would talk to. So it doesn't matter. This is not an issue for, and mind you, news source and report this, HGP TV, Nightly News and report it, Starbuck News and report it, Kaicho News and report it. None of them. So none of them will show that this man or Facebook or social media accounts associated with this individual have been outright lying to people. Outright lying to people. Just like the APNU, we win elections, no SOPs. Mohammed's now, he win elections, no SOPs. Nobody is calling that out. How is that okay? How are we as Guyanese allowing people to operate like this? Especially persons who want to be in positions of power in this country. We started off this program with Selector Simona Brooms, Honorable former Member of Parliament, the new DJ at Eagles on Rob Street, and somebody help me. Thank you, Lawrence. Dynasty on on Mandela Avenue. She's the new selector for Dynasty. So to the older folks, if y'all going out at the weekend, check out Dynasty. They got a new DJ there. Simona Broom, she gonna spin the records to y'all. She has become so politically irrelevant that she now has to go and team up with the same people she run from. You understand? And pretend like they're creating change or they're doing some kind of big project with the people who supposed to be doing the work. The mayor and city council. You understand? So you got a former presidential candidate trying to gain support or work her way back into the APNU, PNC team. You understand? She can befriend Terence Campbell and he can talk to Norton to let her back in. Hopefully it happened before the Congress. If it's after the Congress, she could probably get back in because most likely they're going to vote out Norton. As whole Mohammed, sorry, create a face. Keep it clean. Create a face. So create a face now. On the other hand, all he cares about is misleading Guyanese. And let's be honest, Creative Face is not going to admit to smuggling gold or underpaying for the Lamborghini and all of that. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. Even when he is extradited and found guilty in the Southern District of Florida court, as the Carney to the jail in the orange suit, he can still deny it. Political persecution is the president, is the vice president, is the PPP. He's going to continue doing that. He's going to continue doing that. And there's nothing that could change my mind about it. He will continue to carry that line all the way through. But again, why aren't the reporters calling this out? You're hearing everything. New Amsterdam had an issue. I think a baby lost their life. Sad situation. That's in the news. But when the hospitals or the health sector is doing well, low mortality rate, medication there in abundance, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. When people lie on these agencies outright, and it is proven like, hey, look, this person said this, these are the facts, look all the evidence here that you can look at. Nothing. They ain't saying nothing. So create a face through his Facebook pages is allowed to sully the character of this doctor, put GPHC into more disrepute. We all know GPHC got its own problems. We all know GPHC has its own problems, and they have been trying to fix them. But when you have situations like this, where there's a complete misrepresentation of what went on, and more so, imagine, I am sure the parents would have saw this. Is the parent had to take that photo, and more so that look like the father? You understand? Miss Thompson, peace and love to you, right? We gonna bother with you this morning. Peace and love. Anyway, this has to be it looks like the father's hand. So the father take this photo, allegedly, because it could be another male, somebody who went with them to the hospital, a male. Take this photo, send it to somebody in T. Muhammad's camp, and didn't even say, well, look, they had a line at the pharmacy and we didn't want to wait. You told a complete lie. They didn't have the medication, so they give you a prescription. Right? The sad part about it, and this is information that is kept on record at the hospital. If persons were willing to investigate, remember that's private information. You can't give out a patient's information, but the information is there in the same chart that the doctor talked about, where you could go and see exactly what that 4-month-old came to the hospital for. You understand? And whilst you may not be able to make the information public, all right, Lynetto. All right, I can operate like critic. Lynetto, you go elsewhere. We can send you somewhere. Send you somewhere else. You go and look at another live. She's not gonna find where you're watching from. Hold on, Lynetta. Go in and block you. Just hold a second. You stay right there. Hold right there. Hold. I'm going to block you. I just gotta figure out where you're watching from. By we broadcasted on a couple Facebook and a couple YouTube channels at one time. It's a little hard. But I can find you. Hold on. Okay, so it gotta be the news page you're watching from. All right. You just gotta weed through the pages and see. I ain't dealing with no negative energy this morning. You understand? Here we go. Found you, Lynetta. Let me see if you're following the page in the first. Let me see who's this person. Watch. Lock profile. Cross. I don't know why Facebook get its stupidness but locking profile. You want befriend somebody and follow people and got lock profile? Anyway, Lenny. Bye-bye. We want you over here. Hold on. Then I can take him blocking. See options. What's wrong with this page? Why I can't block Lynetta? This page ain't got not a photo, nothing. This is literally probably one of creative face trolls. Literally, why I can't block you? $214 friends. Lynetta, no problem. Block me. I'll get you somewhere else. Lynette like a force. Lynette like a force. Anyway, I'm gonna deal with you after the show. I ain't finding the damn thing to block you. There's do all kind of thing with these accounts, so you can't get into Let me see if I can do it right from StreamYard. Block user. Bye, Lynette. Doing it straight from StreamYard. Peace. Love. One guy. Lynette guy. Right. Anyway, so morning, Tracy Martindale. Yeah. Right. So I'm asking the reporters who are allowed to question Azruddin Mohammed to please ask why would his social media page post something like this without seeking clarification? Is there not a shadow health member of parliament that covering the health sector that could have inquired as to what was going on? And more so, again, the parents who were completely misrepresented what happened. Shame on y'all. Shame on you. You know? Now, that aside, I wanted to, just a second, people. No, this morning I wanted to focus a little bit on there were some issues at Port Morant in relation to 10-day workers. It was a post that I saw on T. Muhammad's page where it was some issue over the workers having gloves or something like that. And one of the, I think is the new member of parliament from that area, Mr. Hussein, Zamal Hussein, was asking in the chat, well, in the WhatsApp group, what the situation really was in relation, or why the people them don't have. I think T. Muhammad's page blocked me. I might go. This is the thing. I got to go through. I got to go through profiles to get to their page. They just blocked me. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but come on. Anything I say to you, I ain't lying on you. Why not confront me or say, well, hey, let's have a deep. Sometimes I just can't. Anyway, let me find what I was talking about. Let me get into it. Okay, so here it is. Morning prayer. Anyway, so let's get into it. Right? So this WhatsApp group chat text was shared again. Right? And that's the, you don't even know who you're wrong. Because when you think you're among like-minded individuals, you never know who you're wrong. Right? So Mr. Zamal Hussein, apparently he received some photos of 10-day workers at Port Morant Market. Right? So somebody messaged him. So he's forward this message to a group with other persons who are in charge. That the Port Morant Market, the 10-day workers are refusing to clean the market because they're not getting gloves. And they say they will call in Mohammed to see what they are facing at their jobs. Why there is no gloves for the workers? Omar, please respond. Overseer, can you respond to vice chair? Now, here is what I'm trying to say. And I've said this before. Just like the government of Guyana, any ministry, most agencies, police force, Guyana Defense Force, the people at the top, the minister, the president, the prime minister, the vice president, the vice chair, and these people, they create policy. They create policy, right? And pass that down to people like the PS and heads of department to implement the policy. So they create a policy. These 10-day workers got to get gloves to clean whenever they're cleaning, right? For some reason, the gloves aren't there. Either the overseer, the person who manages them and buy it, the person who supplying the gloves ain't get the supply yet. Something. The check-in ready from wherever it's coming from to pay for the gloves. All kind of thing could be possible. What I think is important here is the fact that Mr. Hussein is looking to find out what the problem is. It is not a case where somebody messaged Mr. Hussein, and you could see the messages that were sent to him, where you'll see Zamal Hussein forwarded. That means that's a message that came to him, and he forwarded to the group. So where Mr. Zamal Hussein is actually talking is, why is there no gloves for the workers? Uma, please respond. Now, in my opinion, there's an issue, and Mr. Hussein is trying to sort the issue out. You understand? He's trying to find out what's going on with the gloves that the people are supposed to get. Now, here's what I'm trying to say. I don't know who this is. Right? This is Mr. Zamal Hussein. Right? Now, all I'm saying is this. Jesus Christ. How petty can you be? You're sweeping. You're holding the broom. It's not like you clean up this place. You got to heap up this stuff here with your hand. I understand that there may be a process of picking it up after. But this photo here, what's the major violation here? Which normal person sweeping, whether they're sweeping the house? I've seen persons sweeping at places I've worked before. Nobody knows sweeping no damn gloves on the hand. So using this as a reference, I think is petty and irrelevant. You understand? These people want gloves. They're going to call in Mohammed to show him that they got to hold a broom, a pointer broom, without gloves. If I had seen this lady picking up the garbage with her bare hand, I would have understand. We have no photo of that. Well, I don't know about these photos up here because I didn't see them. But what's the violation here? You were sweeping the market with a pointer broom. Not with your bare hand. It's not you taking your hand and running it on the ground to sweep up the dust. I've never seen anybody use a pointer broom with gloves on. That's the honest to God's truth. I've never seen anybody use a pointer broom with gloves on. I agree, if you got to pick up this here, you need some gloves. You need some tools to do that. Yes, to pick it up, to put it in the bin. Right? Or you got a shovel or a spade or a rake, and you heap it up, put it in the bin. You necessarily got to touch nothing. I understand the need for gloves. But when you have the vice chair inquiring, so clearly it's not a case where he knows that these people ain't got gloves. Two, it's not a case where there's not a system in place for the people to get gloves. If there wasn't, then he could not have said why there is no gloves for the workers because they're supposed to get. And you know something, for the Guyanese who feel by mentioning Muhammad's name, it can cause some kind of speed up some process for you. Y'all need to rest yourself. Again, Mohammed Zoni decided to reach out to people after allegations of murder were put to him. You understand me? Only after allegations of murder was put to him. Now you people posting this. Like if the vice chair said, by pregnant people on the gloves, you let them work. If they want to work, send them home. The man inquired why they don't have gloves. Right? Now, I want y'all to look at the... Hold on a second. I'm trying to get the caption. Just a second. Right. Corruption and advantage on Port Piran people by Overseer Omwati Ramnath. MP Zaman Hussein rewarded by the PPP after he was involved in assault against number 42 village resident. Now, y'all remember I show y'all a video here. Mr. Hussein ain't touch a bomber-clot soul. You understand? And I got to stop getting frustrated over these things because they're doing what they're supposed to do. Team Muhammad's social media operatives are doing what they're supposed to do. Create doubt and confusion in people's mind. I would have played... Let me see if I did some deleting. I would have played that video here. In the video, there is no assault by Mr. Hussein. A man come in front of him and another individual push the man away, like move from in front of this man. The guy may be with Mr. Hussein's security. You understand? There was no assault. And that's to show you how bare-faced these guys are. Now, me got a video still. I delete that. I ain't going to look in the recycle bin for it. Right? Anyway. After he was involved in an assault against a number 42 village resident, rushed to buy gloves for 10-day workers after threatening to complain to Mohammed. Y'all full of shit. Y'all are full of it. Right? Y'all are full of it. We got many reasons the gloves couldn't have been there. Many reasons. So let me come down to some of the points here. And let me make it bigger so y'all can see too. Right? So market workers, including those assigned to 10-day cleaning schedule, are being forced to clean without gloves and with hard pointer brooms, making it difficult to span the entire market. That's what we saw. That's what we saw just now. That's a hard pointer broom. Look at length on the broom. You're talking about petty. This one here is your hand little short, but the other one long. Oh, look at next one on the table there. Oh, you're talking about petty. I thought I had petty. Petty. What? Right? So they said the pointer broom them hard. Staff reportedly sent home randomly, forcing scores to leave, denied proper leave, face intimidation, which led to resignations, which led to the resignation of the NDC chairman. I don't know about that, but let me look at the first part. Staff are reportedly sent home randomly. What do you mean, like knock off and get fired, or they come and they say, okay, we ain't got enough work for all 10 of y'all today. 2 you could go home. I'm just trying to understand. What does it you mean? Which one are you talking about? And the resignation at the end, NDC chairman, it just shows weakness. You don't run. You gotta stay and make the difference you're hoping to see. Right? There are claims that the overseer is collecting money for garbage, which is not being properly accounted for, and falsification of logs. She is signing the logbook on days she is not working. Okay. There are claims she's collecting money for garbage, without it properly being accounted for and falsification of logs. Okay. I thought the people who pay in the NDC for garbage collection just pay it to the NDC. I mean, these NDC operations are not new. So if the NDC collecting garbage and the overseer collecting the money, and the NDC got pay the garbage collection company or pay the workers, there's going to be some shortage. Right? If the money for the garbage collection are going to the NDC, and the NDC has the one garbage truck, they still got to pay workers. They got to look after the truck. So eventually, or at some point, you'll see, well, the garbage collection money is making sense because we collecting 1,000 bins, but we ain't getting payment for 1,000 bins. So how the model working out? How you keeping that up? Residents report lack of respect. And mind you, these things are so friggin' vague. Right? So like I said, the photos, they have photos of the hard pointer broom, but nothing else that they are claiming you have photos of or proof of. Residents report a lack of respect from Overseer Ramnath, even to pensioners, which has led to frustration and disunity within the community. But I am thinking if they're she rude to them, they should be unified against her. How you mean disunity? She bringing the community together. She bringing the community together. All them don't like she said it together and not liking her. Right? Despite repeated appeals to government officials, including the recent including just recently when Minister Manik Chan went to Anchorville, Mandir Square, and complained, and despite sending numerous letters to the vice president, residents continue to face challenges with no intervention from government. The people of Anchorville district deserve honest, the comment from T. Maham is honest, respectful, Ifad who cuts up critic, and responsible leadership from the overseer. When calls for immediate action from the Minister of Local Government, the REO, and the regional chair to meet with the overseer and residents to address all issues. Listen, guys, please don't believe the foolishness that comes out of T. Mohammed's. I am asking y'all to let better sense prevail. Let better sense prevail. You understand? Okay, let me address this lady here. Okay. I'm trying to, Marcia Jackman, I'm trying to find your first comment because that one seemed like here on under the PVP government 2014, how many black people were murdered? I don't know, Marcia. Do you know? Do you have credible, documented evidence of the black people that were murdered and by who? And more so, from 2015 to 2020, why in Jesus H and M we didn't bring some closure for those black people? Marcia Jackman. Mr. Jones, Mr. James Bond, please explain why Minister Frank Anthony and Michael Gavaya told the RHO at Madhya District Hospital not to let APNU supporters work in the hospital at Madhya District. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. James Bond is generally not a person like that. Right? Marcia Jackman. James Bond is generally not a person like that. So that I don't believe that. This is probably Lynette come back here. You understand? It's probably, let me go up and see where else Marcia. This is Lynette. This is Lynette come back. This is after Lynette Marcia come. So, but how James Bond gonna explain if James Bond was there? And how is the RHO to know who is a APNU supporter? They're coming in the APNU jersey. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Right? This is the kind of stupidness that you get from these people. Again, they didn't give no closure to Courtney Crummy Wing. None of the allegations that they made against the PPP during the period, they brought no closure, no investigation into nothing. You know what they investigated and found out? That the PNC killed Walter Rodney. We know that for sure. That's what they said. The PNC killed Walter Rodney. You understand me? We know that. Let me see what else Marcia got to say. To work for to marry people, I'm the PPP, needs to put jobs into Mary to Mary, needs a hospital, not a health center. You need hooked on phonics. You need hooked on phonics. Right? To work for Tamiri, the PPP needs to put jobs into Mary. Tamiri needs a hospital, not a health center. They got a hotel in Tamiri by the airport. That can create some jobs. Right? They got a hotel in there. The private sector got enough construction happening around Tamiri Suits. Like you saw Splashmans expanding their gated community, they can hire people to work. But remember, y'all know big money. So you want 15,000 a day and them kind of thing for labor work. When the Spanish man will come and work for 10,000 or $8,000 a day. So Marcia Jackman, you need to talk to your fellow comrades into Mary to Mary. And again, hooked on phonics. Hooked on phonics. I ain't see a comment, not a most. I guess you can. You take care, friend. You take care. Marcia's a dance. Clearly, you like to create a face. Anyway, guys, I gotta head out to here early. Happy hump day, as Mahini Sukdio said. Right? Happy hump day to all y'all. Please take care on the roadways there. Oh, Marcia, the hospital at Diamond. And they got a diagnostic center at Diamond there too. Right? So if y'all health center can't handle it, they can send you down there. Don't fret. Right? Don't fret. Don't fret. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys here tomorrow. We're trying to tie up some interviews for you guys with some of these newly appointed ministers in their new portfolio. We should have that tied up by the end of the week. So in the new week, we should hit the ground running with those interviews for you guys. We'll also try to line up some of the new regional chairmen, vice chairmen, and persons elected to newly minted positions in this second dispensation of the President Ali administration. Right? Yes, we need a mental health, Marcia. We need a mental health facility up by Marcia's side. Yes. We need a couple of them around the country. Oh, Lord. Guys, I am out of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Please be safe on the roadways. Look out for the people who are not looking out for you. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces
from foreign places. Talk about taking over. We ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains. We ain't giving up no tree. We ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break.